Some of the songs on there are usually loud. It's so annoying. Hello, YouTube. It is RJ of the West here, and my friend Last Night PC. Welcome back to another episode of our GTA Online live stream. That's better. Just gonna check to see if I'm live. Excellent. All right. Paperboy.
There's that smart car crashing into the palm tree repeatedly. This is the
you gotta
beach
love those
route.
Weibo cars.
This is the beach route, so check the beach for the hippies.
Okay.
And also between the building that's down by the beach, too.
You said check the...
Yeah, you know where the bathroom is on the beach?
Yep.
And then you also got they can also be on the pier, too. Where the Ferris wheel is, and also between the two houses by the beach area.
Negative over here.
If you're using missiles, it's been easier to find them.
I kind of figured that. I was gonna get ready to spawn my sparrow.
If they're not on the beach or on the pier, or they're most likely between the two houses.
You talking about those ones?
Well, no, the houses that's over that direction.
This direction?
Yeah, they'll be on the road area between like an alley between two houses. They would be over here.
I was kind of getting ready to make my way over there.
They're right here, where I'm at.
I wonder why I can't log on to them.
That's because they're between the building.
Oh. Oh. Oh, these ones. What? Oh, damn it.
You have to be on the road side to lock onto. Did you get him?
I hit something. Oh. I blew something up in there. I just realized something. Folly could be a boss killer. Do you think, you know, like those bosses, like the fragmented one when you're fighting the murmur? You know, the
Why
giant.
is it? Oh, because of the rocket launcher.
No, well, that too. But I'm talking about because of her damage scaling her unique damage scaling.
Oh yeah. I don't think it works on bosses. I think it's only. I think it's only for the
enemies only.
Yeah. Like, well, you know, like the survival enemies.
Yeah.
Because I noticed when I'm fighting the
Balbos.
No, the Balbos I can take out extremely quick.
Yeah.
I was talking about the anti-frames. Anti-frames are technically bosses, so her damage scaling doesn't count on them.
Okay, that makes sense. You don't need to be like. I mean, she's already.
If you want her to do any massive damage to the anti-frames, you gotta use the RPG. The RPG is the only way that she can actually, or anyone that wants to pick up the RPG in general, will be the only way to one-shot the anti-frames, or two-shot, depending on the anti-frame.
Speaking of, the fact that Milas had a slight wardrobe change to make him look more like Frost is interesting. That wasn't even shown on the patch notes or anything, as far as I know.
Like earlier this morning. This part is a stealth thing.
That's what I was thinking. Well, like earlier
technically they don't need to tell you about it. I mean, you're just gonna see it regardless.
Oh yeah. What they need to do is fix Torment. I feel like Torment is the weakest of all the anti-frames, and she's annoying for teleporting all the time.
Yeah, and her brain's annoying too.
Her rain does stagger you, yeah. If you don't have crowd control immunity, like Prime Sure-Footed that everyone wins.
Screw that.
Yeah,
mod.
me too. I don't like Prime Sure-Footed either. Hi, Gracie. Hi, baby. You wanna come up here with Daddy? Hi, baby. Come on. There's my chunky monkey. Yeah, I blew up a vehicle in there.
And they're dead.
Oh, hippies.
Yeah, the van is.
I'm just gonna go land.
The van, there's 2 dead bodies here, and the van's like literally stuck underneath the building. Not underneath the building, but it's platform.
And I only have like Well, in Warframe, I only have like 2 days till I get Folly. It's funny though, when I bought her with Platinum, all I did is take her straight to the helmet.
I would have just kept that one,
I probably could have
and
done. I should have done that too. Like
you
save.
should you should have just kept the one that you bought and what platinum and just assume the one that you're crafting.
That's how I probably should have originally thought of that. Oh, I almost got him. I'm up. Right. Where do you think the last one's gonna take you at?
It'll be on the road, not on the beach.
Mm. What do you think the 65th Warframe is gonna be like? If they already have a unique admin style Warframe like Folly, can't imagine what the next Warframe is gonna be. And I hope Steinx Prime comes out. I really want to add him to the collection. And I'm surprised you haven't even given a thought of turning Folly into a Spectre either.
Nah.
I'm gonna turn mine into a Spectre. I'm gonna give her the Evan Song bow. Don't really need her for damage. Her abilities can already kill. Like
That's if she. I have a feeling she might not use the gear wheel. She just might
I'm
use
thinking
the.
so too.
She might just use the balloons and the effigy.
Well, we wouldn't know. You would be the first one to figure it out of the two of us, because mine's still crafting.
I don't. I wouldn't. I don't really care, to be honest.
I know you don't. With the Evan Song bow, I already know that if an enemy was hit by that bow, allies are protected. I kind of like had this idea about
For how
getting,
long?
I don't know, but she'll
But
be.
it only afflicts one enemy at a time. That's the problem with it.
So, but yeah, I was assuming she's not an ability spammer. Like, I'm pretty sure she's an ability spammer.
Don't know.
Who am I gonna replace her with? I probably could ditch Steinax. I don't really think I'm gonna need him as much though. He's a pretty cool Warframe to hang out with. I like how I gave him the Sigma and Alcantus and the Ferox, the Tenet Ferox. Those weapons look like they just belong to him almost. Oh, I was wondering what that is. It's just my spider plant baby touching the back of my head. Check something real quick. Oh, you're ready. Fury!
When you landed, it looked like your character was wearing a straitjacket.
Also, when I consider comparing Folly to every other Warframe in the game would be exceptionally unfair. Because, like I said, Folly is unique. Oh, God, go away. I really wish they could fix that. You can't use your interaction menu when you're in first person with a helicopter.
Oh, that was a weird visual glitch.
And it's just so stupid.
The road just completely disappeared and re-rendered.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Yeah, they really. It would be nice. I don't know why you can't access the interaction menu in first person with a helicopter. This is like, in my opinion, it's just dumb.
Does it bother you?
Yes and no. Yes, because I like to be in first person when I'm in helicopters, especially because I just get like a more in-depth view of while I'm flying sometimes. And no, because the majority of the time when I'm flying, I'm kind of just swapping between first and third anyway. I have like ever since Elder Scrolls Online, I swapped between camera perspectives and.
Yeah, when I play Elder Scrolls Online, I'm always in third person.
Oh, Gracie has such a cute face. You can barely see it on the camera. Let me look down. Oh, you're purring. Oh, she's purring. Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, you're my squishy, fluffy fur, baby. Come on, paper out.
Oh wow. Heavy shotgun literally destroyed the buzzer like nothing.
I can see the. Oh,
Sting
damn it! It's a
operation.
sting operation.
Actually, that should be good because that's the easiest thing to do.
Movie theaters by the beach.
When I'm using like machine guns for like vehicles like helicopters, I will be in first person for that.
That's actually kind of why I want access to an interaction menu because I don't want to swap first and third while at the same time reaching for a snack. I personally just think it's kind of a it's kind of like a hidden handicap for helicopter users such as ourselves. Like most likely you always choose fixed wing aircraft even though that you can't sit still or can't land as easily. I mean, yeah, the Molotov does have some unique advantages when it comes to its landing, but you can only land you can only land so well.
Yeah, but you can land without blowing up
Yeah.
unless you have a jet with VTOL ability.
What do you like the Hydra or the
Hydra and the
Raiju and
Raiju. Those are only two jets in the game that are VTOL.
you got plenty of VTOL vehicles, so you also have the planes. You got the two planes, the
I was talking
Osprey.
about jets.
Yeah. You got the. You know, I just realized I could give us the Avenger or something like that. I could give the enemy the Avenger and then like or one of our other guy or something. Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty. Can't
Oh,
even
come on,
see.
stupid helicopter.
What's wrong?
Oh, helicopter, that's wrong.
You got spotted.
Yes, because a stupid helicopter that comes out of nowhere.
Now, when it comes down to it, I'm actually speculating what the next Warframe is going to be. I mean, Folly is already like. Didn't you say she's like. People are already loving her?
No, a lot of people are just more attracted to her body.
Ugh.
Especially with that stance that she has.
Oh, yeah, the stance. Even though I only used her just to take her straight to the helmet, I would say she's a wonderful warframe to have in your arsenal. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why people are complaining about that mission, the Follies Hunt mission. I will admit though, it was pretty daunting at first. I mean, I never uploaded it yet, despite I was thinking about it. I should probably do it before I keep putting it off. I mean, it's already been 3 days, so I probably like.
I mean, there's no reason to put it off.
Oh yeah, I haven't hurt. It'd be interesting. It'd be different. It's our first time in there together, and yeah, it did take 20 minutes for us because I was still trying to figure it out. And of course, before they nerfed Folly, like in the mission, Folly was invincible and she chases you around. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. I like that horror aspect, but Apparently, the community is complaining and bitching and whining that it's too hard or unfun or rage quit inducing. It's like, come on, dude, just go on a Dante and do that shit. It's like, but I will admit, though, when you're pigeonholed to using a specific Warframe, you know that the content itself is put into question because of that. Because when you really think about it, it kind of makes sense. I mean,
Well, it's forcing to get you out of your element.
I'd like to be in there on my Limbo. I really do, but, like, the amount of damage that AoE can do is just disgusting. You used the... Alright, so you used the Sparrow. Go ahead and put the acid truck away. Oh, wait. I haven't completed it. And just like that, I forgot. Yeah, you can spawn. You can spawn your. I forget now that you actually have the Oppressor Mark II, you're a little bit more independent now. Yes, in my opinion, the Oppressor is a sign of independence. Once you get the Oppressor, you can be not completely independent, but pretty independent. I was like looking at the idea earlier this morning when you and I were playing Warframe in the morning, and I was like saying, if they ever did a boss segment between like Limbo and Folly, like as a duo, the boss fight would probably be stupidly hard, and you have to like you have to be put in stasis. You actually have to let Limbo put you in stasis to avoid Folly's special mechanic. Otherwise, you get one-shotted. Kind of like that as an idea. You actually have to work with them. Like, because you're fighting Limbo, you're basically fighting him on his terms. So you basically, and secretly, I'm going to pretend Limbo wants you to win. That's why if he wanted to, he could just de-atomize you when you're in his rift. But in the boss fight segment, in the gameplay, you're basically in his bubble while you're draining. And the only thing that's happening to you, aside from getting stasis every now and then, you're actually going to be taking maybe a slightly more damage against the rift-bound monsters and stuff. Or imagine if you can actually make it to where Limbo is the summoner and he has like rift monsters or something like that. Like they could probably look like ghostly murmur creatures or something. I kind of like that.
How about Limbo lookalikes?
Limbo balls?
No, Limbo lookalikes. They look like little spectral Limbos.
Oh, that's possible. I actually have no idea where. Oh, yeah. It's gotta go somewhere. Alright. Mission accomplished. Go ahead and put this away.
And if you don't kill the spectral Limbos, they'll put a debuff on you.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, got people to be on their toes. Isn't that right, Gracie?
The debuff will just make you squishier, easier to kill.
I get like stage fright. Oh, alright, just gonna put the helicopter away. Wow, I can actually go in this one. That was my squishy, fluffy fur, baby.
Okay,
Done by design.
our client wants these rocks, but she won't pay retail price. I think we can help. Get over there and put some of our technology to use.
You remember that one idea of a Warframe I had the idea of a couple years ago? What is his name again? Caliber? Like, he's supposed to be... Yeah, he's like the male version of Mesa. The cowgirl chick. Like, imagine the cowgirl chick, but instead of 2 pistols, you got a dual rifleman. Like, and his passive is he'll be able to either equip 2 melee weapons or 2 primary weapons. Or 2 secondary weapons or 2 primary weapons. I meant to say that. Those 2.
Okay,
I meant to say those two. No carrying two melee weapons. He can either carry two primary weapons or two secondaries, and this would actually give Caliber a much more like unique thing. Like
Instead of pistols, he'd be using rifles.
Caliber would be like the rifleman, but he also is a cowboy too, and he's a cowboy frame. And similar to Mesa, where
his ulti would be the lever action Winchester rifle, where he will automatically lock on like Deadeye.
Yes, I'm exactly thinking that. And when he kills him, when he does a successful headshot, they explode, dealing AOE damage of random status effects to nearby enemies.
This will be his ulti for the Winchester lever action rifle, where he uses Deadeye. It activates Deadeye as soon as you pull your ulti out, and it automatically locks onto the enemies' heads. And then you can unlock on multiple enemies at once too, because you can actually choose your targets what you want to lock onto.
I gotta look at something dark for a second. Gracie almost looks like Jabba the Hutt in the camera. Don't you, baby? Yes. Aww. I'm just holding your paw right now.
Great job. Your payment should be in your
like the Deadeye from Red Dead.
Yes.
It'd be like that.
I remember watching a professional making a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption, and I saw him when he uses the Deadeye. It's like, I like the idea.
You can choose to lock on one single target, or you can lock on multiple targets at once, so you can kill up to multiple targets. I think the limit should be like 5 targets per Deadeye.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think if you're gonna put a limit on it, that's why I want the AOE to deal massive damage with random status effects.
You can't lock on every single enemy. There has to be a limit.
That's what I was thinking. That's where the AOE will come to.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 enemies you can log on to.
Your ability is strength and range. That ability is based on ability strength and range, but it also has duration for its drain because it's similar to. And that's Caliber's ulti. I do like the idea of giving he's a rifleman, so in the first one he'll probably be like bullets. Like he can swap what element bullet he can have for his guns, and the second ability would be a defensive ability, and I would say it would function similar to Shadow Shield. Mesa has a pretty good damage reduction ability, and it's a little bit underrated. I personally think it's pretty cool. And what his can do is when enemies hit him with melee attacks, it reflects slash damage back to them.
We're doing countryside.
Oh god. Yeah, so Caliber's second ability would deal slash damage to enemies when they attack him with melee attacks. Projectiles, and he'll also have a damage reduction bonus too. And the damage reduction would be up to 90%, just like similar to Mesa, Mirage, Faali. He'll have a damage reduction ability, and that's also the ability you get for subsuming him. And his third ability would basically be would be a grenade that deals massive amount of electricity. Slash, yeah, I'm thinking slash and blast. And it would be called frag grenade.
Because you gotta think of shrapnel.
I'm thinking, yep, but not shrapnel, grenades to be confused with Proteus.
No, it's not. No, I'm talking about because of the slash proc. Because when frag grenades explode, they leave shrapnel when they explode. So that's why I'm thinking slash with blast.
Yep, blast and slash is what his grenades would do. Actually, I think that's the ability you would get for subsuming him. Either that one or the flesh shield that he'll have. I'm gonna call it the not flesh shield, but well, anyways, Caliber's fourth ability would literally be called well, if the regulator, you got the regulator, so then Lawbringer? No, that's dumb. The Marks or Marsax, a fancy name. It would probably have to be Latin for marksman or something like that. Or I don't know how to speak Latin. Not really do I care. Don't go with. But you get what I'm saying. It would probably be a Latin for. I want it to be Latin for the name rifle or marksman. Like, what's the Latin word for marksman? And then you put that as like his gun. I'm not gonna lie though, Caliber would be a cool warframe. Like our concept of creating one, like take Misa but a male version, and he'll look like a cowboy too, or similar to a cowboy. Like he'll almost look like Limbo.
Yeah, his headpiece will look like Limbo, but instead of a top hat, it'd be a cowboy hat.
Yep. He'll also have an alternate helmet that makes it look like he's got the 10-gallon hat, or the one that has the...
His body will look like he's wearing a trench coat.
Yep.
Like a leather trench coat.
Holy nighttime.
And then we're gonna get, don't forget, he's gonna have cowboy boots with spurs.
Yep. Well, the spurs would... Yeah, the spurs. Cookies!
Can't go that way.
No, really? Oh my god, it is so dark.
There's a bunker here.
Uh-huh. He would obviously be medium armored or light. He would probably be like similar to Limbo. Or actually, he'll have stats very similar to Mesa.
Yeah, so, I was gonna say more like Misa.
Mesa. And I always call her Misa, but people call her Mesa.
I call her Misa.
That same. And, yeah, I think he would probably have like a slightly higher health pool than Mesa. Or maybe like slightly less shield, but more health. And like I said, his passive would have he'll be able to carry 2 primary weapons or 2 secondary weapons. Which, in my opinion, would give Caliber a huge leg up with weapon variety.
His weapon bonus would be for rifles too. So if you were using
a bonus damage to semi-automatic rifles.
Yeah, if you're using
sniper rifles.
If you're using like rifle-based weapons, you get like a 30% damage bonus.
Yep.
I don't want to go too high because that'd be kind of stupid.
It would be pretty stupid.
I think 30% is pretty generous for a damage bonus.
It would be. And you're talking about semi-automatic rifles, which are not exactly practical in the long run in Warframe. Yeah, good luck using one of those in a survival mission.
I'm talking about precision rifles.
Yes. I would figure that. But you good luck using those kind of guns in a survival mission.
Well,
most likely people who would play as Caliber would probably use like the Bubonico or any
since his ulti counts as a rifle, he gets a 30% damage bonus with his ulti.
It's also an exalted weapon, so you can mod it and everything.
Yeah. So you get like a 30% damage bonus with this ulti because of the rifle damage bonus. And it is semi-automatic too, because Winchester's lever actions are semi-automatic. So he'll get a 30% damage bonus with this ulti. You should, next time when they're live, you should actually tell this to the devs when they're live streaming. Like, tell them what me and my friend created as a Warframe for you to create in Warframe.
Oh god, I have to go to the Galilee.
I'm pretty sure they'll like the idea too.
Well, it would make sense to actually give Mesa a counterpart.
They do take ideas from their players to the heart too. I wouldn't be surprised. They might say, "Yeah, that's a good idea. We might do that." I can actually see them probably saying stuff like that. What do you think? You think I think they'll like that idea.
I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I will next time they do their dev short. I'll probably put that in the comment section. I will get a notification. Either way. Would you ever play as him?
I mean, I'll level him up and add him to the collection, but I don't. This is all put on paper, so.
And you also gotta remember, though, there would be a lot of people in the Warframe community that would actually love a rifleman themed Warframe, especially a cowboy one. Because the closest one is Mesa, and well, there's nothing wrong with her either. She's actually really good, but she can't.
You also got that sniper guy too. There's a assaulted sniper weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of counts in that category too as a rifleman.
I didn't care for him much when he first came out. Me neither. Like,
I leveled him up, got rid of him. I didn't like him.
And his subsumability ain't really all that useful either. I would just stick with the Ivara's ability. I had a really good build back in there before I swapped it to the Eldritch Limbo build that I have now. Because the stealth arrow, when you make a max range Limbo build and give it stealth arrows and you put the augment on there, you have a lot of power there. You're creating those big ass stealth fields and you can turn it's just damn, dude. I remember I actually took that build with me in a sortie mission once. The sortie mission had a radiation field hazard, and the augment makes you immune to status effects. So when you shoot those arrows out, you're actually making yourself and your allies completely immune to radiation damage in there. Knowing that fact that 99% of the time most players are not going to put on arcane healing, granting them immunity to radiation status effects. And when they're not on, like, say, a safe frame or like a Dante or something, most likely they're gonna die. So that build was kind of niche, and I don't do sorties anymore. I haven't done a sortie mission in literally over a couple years. I just don't do sorties anymore because they don't appeal to me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, unless they give out like an Archon shard, not doing them. That reminds me, we actually gotta when we do play Warframe tomorrow. Once we deal with Dakota, we can do the Netrocell missions. Or do you want to do the art? Actually, I may not even be able to do the art. No, wait.
You can play Warframe without a PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I know that.
Then why were you saying probably not?
Oh, no, wait. No, I was talking about, like, I just realized I think I did the Archimedia mission earlier this week because I was trying to do the Nightwave challenges, and oh wow, at first I thought I was going over, like, overshooting it, but then I realized no, I'm on the right track. I'll check what time it is. Oh damn, it's only 8:09. My brain was telling me it was like almost 8:30 for some reason. Do not ask me why.
Well, it is almost 8:30.
Time is like all fucked up right now for me.
Well, it is almost 8:30.
No, it's not.
If you say so.
I know so. To the right. There's my kitty cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Man, it sucks that I couldn't have you spawn in a mission with riding it. I mean, it was successful until you died. I could make it to where... I mean, I still want to try to make this work, but there is just one thing. I can commit to it, though. There is a possibility that if you actually spawn on the ground or in the helicopter, I could probably have you, like, nearby a vehicle, like, that's gonna park automatically there.
It is so foggy, I can't see anything.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Gracie, come on, baby, up here. You do realize it's nowhere near time for your snack, right, Gracie?
I saw. I don't believe this is true. I think people are just saying this out of speculation or just to get views on TikTok. But they're saying that the only way that you can play the story for GTA 6 is to have a fiber Ethernet cable connection. Because they said the reason why is because you're not playing it doesn't the game doesn't go through the game itself. It goes through Rockstar's computers and systems and it transfers to your console.
Sure hope we don't have to play the story to play it online.
But I find this very unlikely true. Very unlikely true. Because that's not possible because we're not hardwired to Rockstar's system at all. I gotta use the bathroom.
Our client needs someone taken out. It's good and the work is interesting, so I put our hat in the ring. We aren't flower arrangers after all. To find this guy, we're going to have to access Life Invader's vast quantities of personal data. Well, the drone will. So get over to their offices and we'll talk. When you get there, stop outside the building and send in the drone. Security's been upgraded since the Jay Norris incident, so that's probably the only way to get past. I think you've got enough power for me to enable a multiple drone launch from the truck. Your crew can fly one each. Okay, both the laptops to access their servers will be upstairs. Send the drone up there, avoiding any guards. Life Invader employees are idiots, but they'll still think something's up if they see a drone flying around.
Oh my god, it's stupid drone. 69.
One laptop down, one to go. We should have access to all that personal data as soon as it's done.
Imagine if you made all the icons for your folly look like Gracie.
Got full access to their
Your
servers
cat.
now, and I sent the target's location to your GPS.
Very funny.
There's nothing about this guy I don't know. He's got a contract.
I'm willing to try that out. I'm surprised you haven't even thought about it yet. I mean, you did, but you
I don't know.
didn't follow through. You're not afraid about getting banned, are you?
No, I got nothing wrong with that.
They did say, and they made it very clear, no cock and balls, no swastikas, no nothing like that shit. A lot of people would be tempted to do that.
Not me.
Neither me neither. I don't care for that shit.
You could actually add like circles and shapes on the picture, the things that you're making. So you can put like, if you make your symbols look like Gracie, you can actually make it look like a calico cat. 'Cause you can put different shapes and circles on the picture you're making, and change the colors of them too. Yeah, I've seen some that people made Pikachu, Elmo, so on and so on. Someone even made one of the mushroom babies.
A Sproodling?
Yeah, and they put like a golden crown on top of it.
It's your turn to use the ramp buggy. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna make it to where we take turns using it now.
They put the crown. They put a crown on top of the mushroom baby. One of the Sproodlings.
Let's see.
Oh, it's on the other side.
My pretty kitty. She likes her bum pats. Are you shooting in the air?
No, I'm shooting at the buzzer.
Oh. I think the ramp buggy and Phantom Wedge would be pretty decent vehicles in the hands of the NPCs.
The heavy shotgun blows up the buzzard much quicker than the assault pistol.
Yeah.
The assault or SMG, whatever you want to call
The
it.
tactical SMG.
Yeah. I mean, it still blows it up, just not as quick as the heavy shotgun.
It's a drive-by weapon. Ow. Oh shit. Oh man. That was funny. Wasn't even thinking about getting stuck in there. That would have been funny if I did. Isn't that right, guys? Ah. Hey. If you were to take Folly and put her in Monster Hunter, how powerful do you think she would be in there?
I don't know.
Like, if you were to put her in the gameplay standards, she'd be able to basically be like a superpowered Palico for you, right?
I don't know.
Ow. 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 Ow.
How'd I feel?
Doesn't bother me because I can just heal back. Our characters can't feel pain. That hurts our souls.
I don't think our characters even have souls.
They don't. They're soulless, digital meat puppets. And when we are gone, they just wander on their own. They are...
Mindless and aimlessly.
They just become dumbass NPCs. Yep, I'm gonna remember this spot. Remember that one major battle we had with the hobos?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I actually remember that too. Maybe in the future I might add a description for my live stream, like in the description during the live stream, like what faction we're actually fighting or something. I don't think people really like truly understand like what I mean by factions. Like they probably wouldn't even expect someone to even come up with like, or you know what? It doesn't even matter at the end. Like what factions are we fighting? We're technically gonna be fighting the Future Shock Girls Party tomorrow. And I am only going to do some minor changes in the morning before I hop into Warframe. I mean, jetpacks basically are their thing after all. It's their signature vehicle, but they're laser wielders. Well, if I actually could have it my way, I would turn the machine guns into lasers. They do the same damage. They would just feel different.
It's just an effect.
It is. It's just a visual difference and sound difference. I mean, I can make it to where I have an Annihilator stealth out and put like 4 laser girls in the back. That's a lot of damage output. And technically speaking, the Unholy Hellbringer, even though it's a rifle, even though that's actually it's considered a rifle, it actually has the same damage output as a machine gun, which makes it that much more dangerous. And that's actually why I like the Laser Girls,
Big
Future Shock
Bank.
Girls Party. Huh?
It's probably the Big Bank.
Let's find out. Big Bank. What do you think? Blow, may have to blow it.
Okay, so that is a mini gun?
This is a pretty kitty.
Minigunner's dead.
I can hold off the cops if you go in there. I'm gonna wait until you lose the wanted level though.
I'm not wanted.
Oh,
I didn't shoot the cops.
if NPCs could actually fly the Oppressor Mark II like we could, that would actually be really cool.
Now I'm wanted. Ow. I almost died. Snack, 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 snack.
Snack, 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 snack. Yeah, I'll hold them off for you.
I've got a client who will take this off our hands, as long as the cops are out of the picture. Use them and drop it off. And other crews can see where you are. Be careful out there.
I just made that job like really fun and turn on the pad before I forget. Oh, I forgot. 4 minutes off. Damn. I was going to turn my pad on 8:20 and then time it because by the time I end the stream, the pad would turn off. So yeah, I turn it off manually. I'm gonna head to where that spot is. The spawn to make fortified or spawn fortified. Greasy girl. Greasy. Oh, greasy. Yeah, I don't need to help deliver the cold.
Oh, I thought that'd be small enough to squeeze through, but no.
Damn it. 25 seconds too early. Actually, it was earlier than that.
Okay, fine work. I hope you're happy with that paycheck.
Three, two, one. I'm not gonna lie, though. Ever since I started making those missions and adding more depth and unique detail to the factions, I feel like they're starting to feel more eventful over time. As a matter of fact, I actually had this idea using buses, fill them all with NPCs and make them all bulletproof, and make the bus super tanky. How scary do you think that would be?
Don't know.
What weapons do you think I should give them? It doesn't matter. I know exactly what weapons I'm gonna give them. They're probably gonna all use like mini SMGs or something.
Well, you can get them, you know, like drive-by weapons. I know that.
That's
But you
why
can
I'm
also
gonna.
you can give them the compact SMG or like we have
Yeah.
the tactical SMG.
Nah, I'm gonna give them the mini SMG. I never really ever use it in missions. I want
I'm
one
gonna
to
sit.
give them a high fire rate. I want them to
I'm
basically
gonna.
feel like miniguns, especially with the amount.
I'm gonna sit lower on this smaller building behind this bigger building. Maybe the helicopters won't see me.
Are you traumatized from yesterday?
No,
Yes, you are.
no.
You were caught off guard because you were watching TikTok.
You're cut off guard too.
I was looking the other way because I was happy. I was like, come on. And then they blew us up.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. It's on the way.
I hear screaming.
Oh, son of a bitch! Oh! 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 Owie. I love about the Toreador is the machine guns are disgusting on this thing. Ow! Ow! And
Unless
I
you
died.
get shot. Unless you get
Unless
shot
I get
out.
shot out. Yep. I was stuck in. They can easily shoot my ass out. Oh. Well, I still have my railgun.
People are making changing the color of their follies to look like cinnamon rolls and cake, like the color for their folly.
Mmm.
So they're making it look like pink cake, making her look like pink cake and cinnamon rolls, and they're making their icons to match their color for their folly. So they're making cake pictures and cinnamon roll pictures. What?
I'm just debating. Should I just for tomorrow's mission? I'm just debating if I should give you a vehicle or keep you on foot.
I don't know.
Great. She's just being cute.
Mm. I thought she was begging for snacks.
No. Oh, they must be under the bridge.
Probably.
Nope. You might start smoking soon.
What helicopter you in?
Sparrow.
Ah.
That's okay. We got time for one more job.
Yeah, the 5-star.
Well, that too.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. I'll bring it by. Aight, I'll get back to work.
This person's doing the same thing what I do with my folly.
What?
Every time an anti-frame comes out, I call the RPG out like they do.
That makes sense. Everyone's gonna start thinking that.
Once I see the anti-frame talking on my screen, I immediately cast the RPG right before it comes out, so I have time to actually use the RPG. Alright, go ahead and end my stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to start it. Ready?
Yeah, you can start it. I'm heading to the building.
wonder if other people have done this in the game.
I don't know. Could not tell you. I have no idea.
Eh. I'll check something real quick. 8:37. Nah, I kind of still like. I still kind of want to try having you spawn in the side of a helicopter. Did you ever see that live stream or no?
I watched a little bit of it.
So you did see. How far did you go?
To the helicopter part.
And you saw what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't feel as bad. I mean, the AI seems to be stable enough, but when there's too many enemies, they are shaking up a little. I'm gonna try to make it work. Oh, this is a good song being played. I'm gonna read it out. Wonderland, Killstar, Worlds Apart. Oh, it's a good song. Hey, Gracie. My blanket actually looks like a pretty decent chair cover. Here I can hear the dogs barking outside.
I can't.
Lucky you. That's literally what I'm hearing out there. God, dogs sound so stupid sometimes. Looks like they're oh yep, they're falling off. It's easy to smoke the hill. It's actually funny that it takes a while for you to destroy. Like you can destroy cop cars faster than you can destroy police helicopters.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely get them to smoke. But the fastest way to taking them out is just to take the tail rotor. Oh my god, dude, that is such a beautiful Twilight. That is Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Man, would it be like to see stuff like that in real life.
It's called going outside.
I do go outside. But I like to get outside early in the morning when it's still dark. I'm literally like my dad. My dad would go outside. He would go into the garage at like 5 in the morning, and he'll open the back door, and even if it's winter, he'll do that, and we get like a nice breath of fresh air and stuff. It's actually pretty refreshing. It's a pretty cool. It's an interesting habit. Oh look, it's slowly changing color. Oh my god, you can still see Vinewood from here. Yeah. That'd be different. I have an idea for a chase unit.
What?
Scramjets. Future Girls Party's signature vehicle may be the thruster, but the Scramjet's their ground forces. Is their infantry fighting vehicle. As wild, as unstable as it is, that's... I'm gonna give it their all. Most likely, I would not give them that yet. I would think of another vehicle. But it's definitely not going to be that. You know, maybe the Annihilator Stealth as a chase unit.
Maybe.
Scramjet as a chase unit, they use missiles, and they're also very unstable. They can blow themselves up almost as often as they can blow you up. They're also very dangerous as anti-air units too. They're basically mobile anti-air. You would have to outrange them, but... yeah. Man, I think the city looks a lot more beautiful at night. What sucks is that I'm a day person. Go to bed at night. Don't really live in an environment that benefits at seeing what nightlife would be like anyway, so it's better off as a day person. Plus, I figure it'd be pretty boring being a night person, and there's gonna be times when you're gonna have to, you know, go do stuff during the day. So being a night person would suck anyway. You know what'd be cool? Imagine augmented reality that allows you to see night to day. Well, not maybe not like that, but they're close to it. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this live stream, and thank you guys for watching, and have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Come on.
Yep.